As we grow older, life offers us a unique opportunity to see the world through a lens of wisdom, reflection, and calm. We've weathered storms, celebrated joys, and navigated challenges that have shaped who we are today. With these years comes a remarkable gift, the ability to approach life with grace and confidence. But let's be honest, growing older isn't without its challenges. Whether it's keeping up with family dynamics, adapting to new technologies, or standing firm in the face of life's demands, it can sometimes feel like the world is moving just a little too fast. Today, I want to share something that might surprise you. Have you ever thought about how pretending to not know or play dumb in certain situations could actually work in your favor? Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't about acting less wise than you are. It's about knowing when to step back, preserve your peace, and let life unfold without jumping in to fix or control everything. It's a way to protect your energy, strengthen your relationships, and navigate challenges with a calm, quiet confidence. In this video, we're going to explore 5 everyday situations where playing dumb could be your best-kept secret. These are scenarios many of us face as we grow older, and I'll share practical, heartfelt advice on how to handle them gracefully. From diffusing family tension to dealing with pushy salespeople, these strategies are designed to help you maintain your peace while staying true to yourself. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video drops. Your support truly makes a difference. If you found value in this video, a like and share would mean a lot in helping me reach more people with these important lessons. And I'd love to hear from you. If you're enjoying this topic, leave a 1 in the comments or a 0 if you'd like to see something different. Your feedback helps me improve and bring you the content you want. So, let's get started. Point 1. When family dynamics get tense. Family is often the heart of our lives, a source of joy, connection, and meaning. But as wonderful as family can be, it's no secret that tensions can arise. Whether it's disagreements between siblings, debates over decisions, or old misunderstandings bubbling to the surface, these moments can be emotionally exhausting. For many of us, the instinct to step in and fix things feels almost automatic. After all, we've spent decades holding our families together, haven't we? But here's a truth that comes with age. Not every conflict needs your intervention. Sometimes, the most loving and wise thing you can do is step back and let others find their own way. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you've learned that trying to solve every problem can sometimes do more harm than good. Playing dumb in these situations can actually be a profound act of love and trust. Imagine this. 2 of your children are in the middle of a heated debate at a family gathering. Maybe they're arguing about something trivial like holiday plans, or perhaps it's something more serious. You notice the tension rising, and you feel the familiar urge to mediate. Instead of jumping in, you take a deep breath, offer a gentle smile, and say something neutral like, "You both have good points. I trust you'll figure it out." Then, you let it be. What happens when you do this? First, you give them the space to work through their emotions. Adults need to navigate their own conflicts, and your faith in their ability to do so can be incredibly empowering. Second, you protect your own peace of mind. Let's face it, carrying the weight of family drama is exhausting, and you've earned the right to focus on your own well-being. Now, this approach doesn't mean you should stay silent in every situation. If a conflict touches on issues of safety, morality, or the well-being of your family, stepping in may be necessary. But for the day-to-day disagreements that inevitably arise, letting others sort things out can strengthen their relationships in the long run. By playing dumb, or rather, by choosing not to take sides, you model something powerful. You show your family that relationships are more important than winning an argument, and that listening and understanding are far more valuable than rushing to judgment. It's not about ignoring the conflict. It's about allowing it to unfold in a way that fosters growth and maturity. There's another gift in this approach, the preservation of your energy. You've spent a lifetime managing responsibilities, and now is the time to embrace the wisdom of doing less. By stepping back, you ensure that when you do speak, when a situation truly calls for your voice, it carries the weight and clarity of someone who understands the value of timing. Ultimately, playing dumb in family conflicts isn't about weakness or avoidance. It's about trusting the foundation of love and values you've built over the years. It's about being a calm, steady presence in the lives of those you care about most. And it's about showing that sometimes, the greatest gift you can give your family is the space to grow and find their own way. Point 2. When technology leaves you baffled. Technology, it's everywhere these days, isn't it? Smartphones, streaming apps, online banking systems, and gadgets that seem to get more complicated with every passing year. While these tools promise convenience, they can often feel more like hurdles than help. And let's be honest, trying to keep up with it all can be downright exhausting. But here's the good news. You don't have to master every piece of technology that comes your way. In fact, sometimes the wisest thing you can do is smile, shrug, and let yourself play dumb. Not because you aren't capable, but because you've learned that not everything in life is worth your time and energy. Picture this. Your grandchild hands you a smartphone and starts enthusiastically explaining how to use a new app. Within seconds, the explanation feels like it's in another language. Instead of feeling flustered, you laugh and say, "You're so good at this. Why don't you set it up for me?" In that moment, you've done something brilliant. You've made your grandchild feel valued and capable, while saving yourself the headache of trying to figure it out on your own. Playing dumb with technology doesn't mean you're rejecting it altogether. It's about being selective. Maybe you've embraced email to reconnect with old friends or learned to use video calls to stay close to family. That's more than enough. You don't need to be fluent in every new app or gadget to stay relevant or connected. Your wisdom lies in knowing what enhances your life and letting go of what doesn't. Another benefit of this approach? It opens the door to meaningful interactions with the younger generations. When you ask for help with technology, you're not just delegating. You're creating opportunities for connection. Your grandchild might beam with pride at being able to teach you something, and those moments of shared laughter and learning can deepen your bond. It's also worth noting that some of life's most meaningful joys come from simplicity, not screens. You've lived in a world where handwritten letters and face-to-face conversations were the norm. While technology can complement those connections, it can't replace the richness of sitting down with a friend or savoring the tactile pleasure of a good book. By choosing when and how to engage with technology, you also protect your peace of mind. Let's face it, the endless cycle of forgotten passwords and confusing updates can drain your energy. And why waste precious time on that when you could be doing something you truly enjoy? Playing dumb here isn't about surrendering. It's about consciously deciding where your focus should go. Finally, there's something empowering about admitting, "I don't know how to do this, and that's okay." It's not about giving up. It's about prioritizing. Your time and energy are valuable, and spending them on things that truly matter is what life is all about. So the next time technology tries to baffle you, don't feel pressured to master it all. Let yourself laugh, ask for help, and focus on what brings you joy. You've earned the right to live on your own terms, and sometimes the smartest thing you can do is play dumb and let others take the lead. After all, life is about connection, not complication, and your presence and wisdom will always mean more than any gadget ever could. Point 3. When pushy salespeople target you. We've all encountered them, those overly enthusiastic salespeople who seem determined to convince you that their product or service is something you just can't live without. Whether it's a phone call about a limited-time offer, a knock on your door, or a slick pitch while you're out shopping, they can make you feel cornered and pressured to say yes before you've even had time to think. For older adults, this can feel especially frustrating. Some salespeople see our life experience and assume we're an easy target. But what they don't realize is that we've developed a quiet, steady confidence over the years. And one of the best ways to protect your peace and your wallet is to play dumb and disengage from their tactics. Here's how it works. Let's say someone calls you about a new investment opportunity, insisting it's too good to pass up. Instead of arguing or explaining why you're not interested, you respond with something simple like, "Oh, I don't really understand these things. I'll have to talk it over with my family." Then, you politely end the conversation. No debate, no stress, no opening for them to keep pushing. Why does this approach work? Because it shifts the power back to you. Pushy salespeople thrive on urgency. They want to fluster you, make you doubt yourself, and get you to agree before you've had time to think. But by playing dumb, you create space. You give yourself time to reflect, consult with someone you trust, or simply let the offer fade away. And most importantly, you protect your emotional energy. Now, let's talk about why it's okay to lean on others in these situations. Maybe you have a trusted family member, friend, or financial advisor who can help you evaluate offers that seem too complicated or too good to be true. There's no shame in asking for advice. It's a sign of wisdom, not weakness. By seeking a second opinion, you safeguard your finances and reinforce your sense of security. And let's be honest, not every offer is worth your attention. Over the years, you've learned that life is full of choices, and not all of them are worth saying yes to. Whether it's a pricey subscription service, a high-pressure sales pitch, or a donation request that feels rushed, you have every right to step back and say, "I'll think about it." This isn't about being rude or dismissive. It's about honoring your own boundaries. Another powerful thing about this strategy? It lets you avoid unnecessary conflict. Engaging in a debate with a salesperson can be exhausting, and it rarely changes the outcome. Instead, a calm, non-committal response like, "I'll have to get back to you," can deflate their momentum without creating tension. It's a simple, effective way to reclaim control of the situation. Ultimately, playing dumb in these scenarios isn't about pretending to be powerless. It's about exercising your power in a quiet, intentional way. It's about recognizing that your time, energy, and peace of mind are worth more than any deal someone is trying to sell you. And it's about trusting your instincts to walk away when something doesn't feel right. So the next time a salesperson tries to pressure you, take a deep breath, smile, and let yourself play dumb. Remember, you've earned the right to make decisions on your own terms. Your wisdom, confidence, and ability to set boundaries are far more valuable than any fleeting offer they're trying to sell. And that, my friend, is the real power of saying no without ever having to say much at all. Point 4. When debates turn heated. Life has taught us many lessons, and one of the most valuable is knowing when to engage in a conversation and when to step back. In today's world, opinions often clash, emotions run high, and even simple discussions can escalate into heated debates. Whether it's a family gathering, a community meeting, or an online conversation, the temptation to jump in and share your perspective can feel overwhelming. After all, with your years of experience, you've probably seen it all and have plenty of wisdom to share. But here's the thing. Not every debate is worth your time and energy. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is sit back, smile, and let the conversation play out without adding your voice to the mix. This doesn't mean you're indifferent or that your opinion doesn't matter. It simply means you've learned to prioritize peace over conflict. Imagine this scenario. You're at a family dinner, and the discussion takes a sharp turn into a hot-button issue like politics, religion, or lifestyle choices. Voices start to rise, and everyone looks to you, the elder, expecting you to weigh in and perhaps settle the matter. It's tempting to jump in and try to bring the debate to a resolution. But should you? Or would your silence speak louder than any words you could say? In moments like these, choosing to play dumb or remain neutral can be a powerful act of emotional intelligence. You might say something like, "I can see where both of you are coming from," or even just nod and listen without offering your own opinion. These simple gestures can diffuse tension and remind everyone that relationships matter more than winning an argument. Why does this approach work? Because heated debates are rarely about finding common ground. Most of the time, they're about people asserting their perspectives and trying to be heard. By choosing not to take sides, you create space for others to reflect on their own words and perhaps even find their way to mutual understanding. Your silence becomes a calming presence, a reminder that love and respect should always take precedence over being right. This isn't about avoiding difficult conversations altogether. There are times when your voice is needed, especially when the debate touches on issues of safety, morality, or the well-being of someone you care about. But for everyday disagreements, stepping back and letting others work through their emotions can be a gift. It shows trust in their ability to navigate the conversation and resolve it on their own. There's another layer to this wisdom: protecting your emotional energy. At this stage of life, you've earned the right to choose where you invest your time and attention. Engaging in every heated debate can be exhausting, and the stress it brings often outweighs any benefit. By choosing to remain silent or neutral, you preserve your peace of mind and ensure that your voice carries weight when it truly matters. Finally, there's the invaluable lesson you pass on to others. When you refrain from escalating a debate, you model the art of restraint and emotional maturity. You show your children and grandchildren that it's possible to disagree without disrespecting one another, and that sometimes the strongest response is no response at all. This quiet wisdom fosters an environment where mutual respect and understanding can flourish. In the end, playing dumb in heated debates isn't about weakness or passivity. It's about strength, wisdom, and love. It's about recognizing that not every battle needs to be fought, and that preserving relationships is far more important than proving a point. So the next time a discussion turns heated, take a step back, take a breath, and let your calm presence remind everyone what truly matters. Sometimes, the most profound thing you can say is nothing at all. Point 5. When you're asked to take on more than you can handle. As we grow older, there's a quiet dignity in recognizing and honoring our limitations. Life's pace may slow down, but the demands on our time and energy don't always follow suit. Whether it's a request to lead a community project, organize a family event, or take on yet another responsibility, these moments can feel overwhelming, especially when they come wrapped in flattery and admiration. You've likely heard phrases like, "You've always done this so well," or "We could really use your expertise." And while it's tempting to say yes, to continue being the reliable person you've always been, there's wisdom in knowing when to step back. This is where playing dumb can be your best friend, not as a way to avoid responsibility, but as a way to protect your peace and prioritize what truly matters. Imagine this scenario. You're asked to chair a fundraiser or plan a large family reunion. The person asking means well, and their request is heartfelt. But deep down, you know that taking on this role would stretch you thin, pulling you away from the things that bring you joy and the rest you've earned. Instead of jumping into action, you respond with something gentle yet firm. "Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start these days. Maybe someone with fresh ideas would be better suited." With those few words, you've gracefully set a boundary without offending anyone. You've shown respect for the request while signaling that it's not something you're able to take on. And by stepping back, you've created space for someone else to step forward, someone who may have the energy and enthusiasm to take the lead. This approach isn't about shirking responsibility or avoiding hard work. It's about being honest with yourself and others about your capacity. Over the years, you've likely carried more than your fair share of burdens. You've led, planned, and supported countless efforts. Now, it's time to focus on what nourishes your spirit and brings you peace. Playing dumb in these situations also gives you the chance to prioritize your well-being. Overcommitting can lead to stress, burnout, and even resentment. These feelings can rob you of the joy and contentment you deserve at this stage of life. By saying no, or gently redirecting the responsibility, you protect your emotional and physical health. There's another important benefit to stepping back. It empowers others. When you decline a request, you give someone else the opportunity to grow into a leadership role or take on a challenge. This not only builds their confidence, but also helps strengthen the community or family as a whole. Far from being selfish, your choice to step aside can be a gift to others. And let's not forget the beauty of simplicity. By saying no to extra obligations, you free up time for the things that truly matter. Quiet mornings with a cup of coffee, meaningful conversations with loved ones, hobbies you've always wanted to explore, or simply the joy of an unhurried day. These moments are the treasures of life, and they're worth protecting. Ultimately, playing dumb when asked to take on too much isn't about avoiding responsibility. It's about honoring yourself and the life you've built. It's a recognition that your worth isn't tied to how much you do for others, but to the love, presence, and wisdom you bring to the moments that truly matter. So the next time you're asked to take on more than you can handle, remember this. It's okay to step back. It's okay to say, "I don't think I'm the right person for this." In doing so, you're not letting anyone down. You're simply choosing to live with intention, focusing on what brings you joy and fulfillment. And that, my friend, is one of the wisest choices you can make. At first glance, the idea of playing dumb might seem counterintuitive. After all, we're taught to value knowledge, assert our opinions, and take control of situations. But as we've explored today, there's a quiet power in stepping back, letting go, and choosing not to engage in every challenge that comes your way. Far from being a sign of weakness, playing dumb is a reflection of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and profound wisdom. So, as you reflect on what we've discussed today, ask yourself, where in your life could you benefit from playing dumb? Is there a situation where stepping back might bring you more peace? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Your stories and insights are a gift to this community, and I can't wait to learn from your experiences. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, the wisdom of playing dumb isn't about doing less. It's about living more intentionally, with grace, confidence, and a deep understanding of what truly matters. You've earned the right to choose peace over conflict, simplicity over complication, and love over anything else. Until next time, take care of yourself and cherish the life you've built. It's a masterpiece of resilience, growth, and joy, and you deserve to savor every moment of it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.